Hello guys, so today we'll be going through some tips on how to play man-to-man defense. So now let's say we have an offense that play two men on the inside and three on the outside. So now let's say this is the basic alignment. So the ball starts at the top. So we need to keep in mind the first thing that we need to know is don't have one pass away. This one is very important because if we have one pass away, we're going to be giving easy shots. So let's say this is the first alignment, right? So this alignment, number one, of course, guards number one. Everyone guards their each respective position. So in this case, number three and number two are very going to be tight on their on their assignment. Alright, so for number 4 and number 5, the power forward and the center, they are going to side off their man quite a bit and stay in the pin. Okay, this is the basic alignment. So basically we don't want number 1 to get easy pass to number 3 or number 2. Alright, and number 4 and number 5 can side off, because from the top is a bit hard to pass to number 4 and number 5. So next one will be going to the right side. So in this case, number 1 is going to be close to his assignment, and then number 3 can sag off a bit. Number 5 will be close to, and then number 4 can sag off quite a bit. Alright, so with this we can see how number 1 doesn't have one pass away, but number 3 can sag off quite a bit, because if number 2 wants to pass to number 3, then it's going to be quite hard to pass to him. So it is the same case for if we go to the left side and number 3 guards him. So number 1 still in the same position, but number 2 are going to help him off. Number 4 is going to be close to his assignment, and then number 5 can sag off quite a bit. Alright, like this. Can you see? Alright, everyone get it? So it's basically the same thing. No one pass away. Number 4, no, 1 is not one pass away, and number 2 is 2 passes away. So we can sag the guy off. Alright, so what if the ball goes into the post? Alright, so let's say the ball is set number 4. Okay, now this is going to be quite tricky. So number 3, stay on this man. So because we don't want to give easy pass to number 3, so it's still one pass away concept. And then so in this case we want number 2 to be close to number 4, because still, like, it's very far away to pass it to the ball. And then even if they pass it to number 2, number 1 can still make a rotation. Alright, in this case number 1 is going to stay his man, and number 5 still same thing, stay with his man. Alright, so same case for if the ball is at number 5. So now number 3 is going to sag off his man, number 2 number 1, and then number 4 can sag off a bit. Alright, because usually the guy is facing this way, so usually it's hard to see number 4. I think it's the same case, because if the ball goes to number 4, number 5 can help quite a bit. Alright, so now number 4 can help this. Okay, now this basic alignment how the ball goes. Alright, so what if the offense play 5 out, 4 in? Alright, still same thing. Now if the ball starts at the top, so number 4 is going to sag off quite a bit. Number 3 and number 2 still going to be close to his man, and number 5 also can help quite a bit. Alright, basically the same thing, everything is same thing. Now even if number 4 is here, number 3 will still stay with his man. Number 2 can help. Number 1 can help and cover for number 4, and then number 2 can either cover for number 1 and number 2. Number 5 also the same thing. Okay, so this is what we call shadowing. So basically we want to provide help to number 4 in case if the number 4 got blown by. Alright. Okay, I think that's the basic alignment on how we play man-to-man defense. Okay, now let's say it starts at number 1. Okay, and then number 1 drives, and then the defense got beat. Okay, so how do we make this rotation? So basically we have to, so what we need to know here is that the rotation needs to come from the weak side. So if he drives to the right, so number 4 is going to help. He's going to help number 1. Okay, at the same time number 1 still must get back to his man. Alright, and then number 3 drops back, and then cover for number 4 and number 3. So in case if he passes to number 4, number 3 can make a full recovery to number 4, and then number 1 takes number 3, and then number 4 takes number 1. I know this sounds confusing, but this is how we do basic defense on rotation. So now let's say number 1 drives to his left, right? So now same thing, but because he drives to his left, now number 5 is going to help number 1, and then number 2 is going to drop back and cover for number 5 and number 2, right? Because usually when he drives, it's hard to see number 2, so I think can make full rotation here, and then number 1 can get back to number 2's man. Alright, so that's the basic. Alright, how we do the rotation. And so let's say the ball is here, right? So basically the same thing. Number 3, so if number 3 is here, number 4 is going to stay with his man, number 2 is going to rotate. Okay, now so for example he drives here, right? Number 3 drives, so number 5 is going to help. Same thing, number 5 is going to help, and number 2 is going to make a full rotation on number 5, and then number 1 is going to drop back here. Number 1 is going to drop back and cover for number 1 and number 2 in case if number 3 passes to number 2, red. Alright, so now let's say the ball is at number 2. Wait. So now he drives to his right, got blown by. So here number 4, wait, so right here still the same thing. Number 5 is going to stay, number 5 is going to make the rotation, number 2 is going to drop back, and number 1 is going to basically going to make, what do you call it, cover for 2 guys. Alright, so this is how we play man-to-man defense. So this is how we do the rotation stuff. Okay, so now let's say the ball goes to number 2. Okay, I know it's a bit hard for him to drive here because there's a man in the low post. So let's say this is not the case, so he drives this left. So basically number 4 is going to help, the number 3 is going to cover, number 1 is also going to cover this. Wait, yeah. So basically we can see how we actually play a bit of zone here. Alright, so number 4 is going to help number 2's man. Okay, and let's say he passes to this guy, so number 3 goes to number 4, and number 1 go to number 3 and number 2. So number 2 is have to go to number 1. So now so you probably see here there's a mismatch. Alright, but it's better to waste a bit more time, right, rather than let the opponents get easy shot here. Alright, so we reset this. Okay, and alright, so now the ball goes to number 4. Okay, so now let's say number 4 drives here. Right, so this is also going to be a bit tricky on how we play defense here, how we make the rotation. So now number 2 is going to help number 4, right, and then number 1 is going to play a bit of zone covering for number 1 and number 2. Number 3 also can converge to the ball. Okay, so basically the same thing if number 4 goes to the right. So basically the same thing, number 2 is going to help number 4, and then number 1 play a bit of zone between number 1 and number 2. Number 3 stay with his man. Alright, so I hope you guys can understand this, otherwise there's no point in me making this video. Alright. Okay, so I think we are done with how we do the rotation. No, wait, not yet. So now let the ball goes to number 5. Okay, so now number 4 is going to drop, then help cover for number 5. Alright, take a look, and then so here basically we can see that we are forming an L here, right? So now number 2 stay with man, still 1 pass away. The one pass away concept is very important. So now number 1 can cover for number 5, number 3 also can drop, number 4 also can drop. Alright, so you can see like how 5 men cover for number 5 here, right? Okay, so now this is actually a very basic concept on how to play man-to-man defense. Okay, because we're not covering how the ball moves, because ball moves very quick, number 3 goes to number 2. So I hope this helps quite a bit. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.